Although the engines on the island of Scola can be very careless and wind up in many accidents, very few, at least as of recently, involve direct contact with the roads. That is, until today.
Driver.
Driver, brakes, now! Is everyone alright? Asked Thomas. Thank God above, grunted the signalman, but this jackass broke down the gates. I think I'll be reporting someone to the cops today. Thomas wasn't hurt or badly damaged, and soon Edward arrived with the breakdown train to put him back on the line. The word soon got back to Knapford, where many engines were busy as usual. Oh ho ho, laughed Billy. I respect Thomas and all, but this? No engine worthy of a branch line would ever get into a crash with a car on a level crossing nonetheless. What are you implying? Asked Gordon sharply. Well, I've never been in an accident. Thomas has. Maybe he's not worthy of running that branch line. This set Gordon off. Now look, silly Billy, we engines fight over many things. We argue and bring up stupid shit. But I draw the line at you victim-blaming Thomas for a crash he couldn't have predicted or avoided. We have an alliance, and we'll stand up for each other. I don't know how most of you Hit-era engines who weren't in the show that much handle things, but most of us engines believe in loyalty. Break it up, you two, interrupted Edward. Gordon, it's not worth arguing with engines who have mouths on them like Billy does. And Billy, you don't blame engines for things they can't control. Gordon then left the station. Of course, he knew many characters who fell by the wayside that were nice enough, but he and Thomas are fiercely loyal to each other. That evening at the sheds, Gordon was telling the other engines about what happened. And so that annoying orange f***er proceeded to victim-blame Thomas for his crash earlier today, and claim we're not worthy of being here due to our crashes. Now hold on, replied Edward. It's best to try and talk some sense into. I guess silly Billy really does quack like Dilly. Not funny. Gordon, in all honesty, interrupted James, you need to beat his ass! James, you know that's not Edward. Let James finish. Drag Billy behind the express tomorrow. Show him he can't handle what we do. Then Duck and Boko arrived at the sheds, having overheard everything. That's enough now, said Boko. Gordon, I acknowledge Billy may be more painful to deal with than Bill and Ben, but we can't be taking shunters on rides like that. Plus, there are more peaceful ways of dealing with engines like him. They're right, Gordon. We can't take things to the next level. Hey, Donnie, called Douglas. Where are you going at this hour? I have to take the breakdown train to Knapford Yards, replied Donald. Billy whistled so loudly he caused Stepney to crash. Someone needs to teach him a lesson. And that someone will be me. Duck just sighed. I would curse at how stupid Gordon's being, but that wouldn't be very Great Western of me, now would it? Meanwhile, Thomas had overheard everything while puffing back to Tidmouth Station and told Percy and Toby about it. Oh, sounds like Gordon's going to learn a valuable lesson soon. He'll make a real example of himself tomorrow. Thomas appreciated what Gordon does for him, but agreed. The next morning, Gordon filled up on coal and then went to wait for his coaches at Knapford, where Billy bought them. He bumped his coaches into place. He is asking for it. Get in quickly, please, and all his passengers did so. The guard blew his whistle, but Billy was still arguing with a random workman. "And Gordon has the biggest..." Very well. And he started pulling out of the station before Billy was uncoupled. "Hey, what the f*** are you doing? I'm supposed to be shunting here. Gordon, Billy is still coupled to your train. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Come on, silly Billy. Keep up. Oi, let me go, you galloping sausage." "You said Billy needed to learn a lesson. Now he's learning one." I have no words. After what seemed like an eternity, Gordon came to a stop at Harlem Heights. Billy was so tired and overwhelmed, he didn't even think to ask to get uncoupled. He fell asleep. But soon, Gordon had become confident he had taught Billy a lesson. "Well, where are we going now?" "We're going up my hill, and perhaps you can bank me. Prove your strength and grace." But as he picked up speed, neither engine knew they weren't getting that far. A semi-truck was going over the crossing before the hill. Gordon realized too late that they were going too fast. His driver applied the brakes. "Gordon, you alright, man?" "I'm fine. I just finally fell to the level Billy criticized Thomas for. But we have to keep going." "No, Gordon. You burst your safety valve, bent your front, damaged your wheels, and need repairs." Gordon reluctantly understood. Edward soon arrived with Rocky. He was tempted to give Gordon an earful, but saw how demoralized he was and decided to talk to him later. Henry collected the express, and with the help of Boko, got the train over Gordon's hill. Later, when Gordon was being repaired, Edward came to see him, along with Thomas. "Now, Gordon, I know you did that because you wanted to stand up for Thomas, and that's commendable, but I've just noticed that you don't know when to stop." "I understand," sighed Gordon. "I just don't know what to do. It'll be a habit that will plague me until the end of time." "I would have done the same thing for you," smiled Thomas. "Today, you truly prove that you believe in united we stand, together we fall. And that kind of loyalty is admirable," called Boko from the station. "You may be pompous at times, but at least you're a loyal type of engine." Gordon smiled. He may be full of shit, but deep down, he cares about his friends and colleagues.